we always are joined by a very special guest on the show. It's Mr. Shastri. And Mr. Shastri will be the most important person to be talking to when we have to ask the tough questions. He's always used to being sitting on the hot seat. So today, yet again, we have Mr. Shastri joining us. Mr. Shastri, wonderful to have you with us on Cricket and More. You must be delighted with the outcome of things that turned out on day one.
Well, it's a pleasure joining you. And yes, I was happy at the end of the day because we got the important 3 wickets. But as you know, I think the batting line has disappointed me. I think I have to talk with the boys separately how we can improve that before the next test match.
All right. We have a few questions to ask you. Was it a tough decision to keep Ashwin out of the playing 11? Because on social media, it was Ashwin everywhere and it looked like he was going to be part of the Oval Test.
Well, he's a champion bowler, make no mistake. I think he's a champion bowler, but the fact that Virat and I decided to play with 4 bowlers, and that's the combination we decided to play for this test match. And if you look the contribution of Shardul with the bat, I think no one can complain. I think that 57 still kept us alive in this test match. And I think if it turns on day 4, day 5, I think the decision might look a little silly. But at the moment, as the match stands at this stage, I think Shardul's 57, kept us alive in this test match. And I think if we can contribute with the ball as well, that will justify our selection for the 4 bowlers.
Yeah, I must give you credit as well. Just the selection has been vindicated. Umesh Yadav and Shardul Thakur both chipping in with vital contributions, to say the least. But just coming back to Jadeja being promoted ahead of Rahane, that baffled the fans as well and the viewers. Was that a decision made on impulse or it was a calculated move?
Well, once again, no disrespect to Rahane. He's once again a great player. I think we decided to promote Jadeja up in order, just to see the left and right hand batting combination, whether it works. Just to change the tempo of the game and, get some quick runs. Because England at that time was on a roll. And I think if we could have got some quick runs, change the tempo of the game, put the pressure back on England, I think things could have been different. It didn't work, so the change might have looked silly on paper. The tactics might have looked silly on paper. But once again, if it had worked, then I think things would have been much better for us. So I think we went as a calculated risk. I think considering that Kohli and Jadeja can stitch a partnership, but it didn't work for us. But that's okay. I mean, all the tactics don't work in cricket. But I think I still believe that it was a good decision from our end.
Mr. Shastri, one question on Virat Kohli as well. He's getting his starts, looking good in the middle, but not converting it into big hundreds. Is it a concern? Have you had a chance to speak with him?
Well, it's not a concern at all. And if you look at the scorecard, Virat was the man who led from the front. And as a captain, it's very important to lead from the front when the chips are down. And I think he's done that. And, talking about converting into 100, I think it's just a matter of time. I think with the next 1 or 2 test matches, I think we'll see Virat converting into 100. And I think now the test match is going on, so I do not want to focus on the negatives of any of the batsmen or any of the bowlers. I think let them do their job, and they know their job very well. After the test match gets over, I think I would have to sit with each player individually, and let's see how it goes.
Right. I'm sure you don't want to address the negatives. India is doing well at the moment, but quick question on the form and performance of Pujara and Rahane in this series. Something that's playing on your mind as well.
Yes, it does. I think it hurts when, champion players like them are not able to get good scores. But I think, as I mentioned, it's just a matter of time. I think they know what they need to do. And I think probably with the next 2 or 3 test matches, I think they will be back at their best.
Mr. Shastri, the one question that maybe whole of India wants to know, the relationship between Rohit and Virat. A lot has come in the media, rumors, rift. What is the real picture?
Well, once again, I was expecting this question from you. I do not know from where the media get this kind of information. Maybe in the dreams. But I'm watching these players regularly. And I do not see any rift between Kohli and Rohit. I think they're gelled together very well. And I think they're pivotal for India's success, not only in test match cricket, but also in white ball cricket as well. And I think they complement each other very well. And I think this kind of news can only affect the morale of the team. But as I see at this stage, there is nothing to discuss about the rift between Rohit and Kohli.
Mr. Shastri, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is your statement which I'm reading out for you. You had stated, I never saw it. So when people used to ask me like this, I say what you have seen, I have not seen. Hamesha talmel acha hai. The coordination has always been there. I have seen it, never seen it affecting the team. If I see an effect in the team, I will say on Rohit or Virat's face that this is not on and you have to look at things differently. But not once have I seen it impacting the team from day one. I'm a person who says what I want. Strong words.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think I know that holds good. I mean, I still believe that they complement each other very well. That's what I mentioned. The talent is very good between both of them.
Right, and we just hope this Talmail keeps working for India in the middle. And for the moment, I would say that my Talmail with you has worked, and you've been very, very kind enough to give me so much time and all the answers, Mr. Shastri. Thank you very much. We needed this perspective from you. It'll just, shut down rumors and not allow any fabricated news to spread out because you know exactly what's happening in the dressing room.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mr. Shastri, what's the plan for day 2?
Well, the message from my end will be, I do not want to see you guys on the field after tea. Just try to wrap up the England innings as quickly as possible. And I think that is very important. I think the morning session will be going to be very important for India. If they can take the wickets and then try to post a reasonable total in the second innings, we can put England under pressure once more.
Right. It seems to be a high tea kind of a situation with Mr. Shastri giving his views on that. As always, delighted to have your perspective. You are a straight shooter, and it's always wonderful getting your views on the same. We're looking forward to a good Indian performance, Mr. Shastri. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy day 2, and we'll get connected with you very soon once again. That was Mr. Shastri joining us all the way from England.
Well, thank you very much. It was a pleasure joining you, and now I have to join the boys. Hopefully, we can wrap up the England innings quickly, and I think we'll have some positive good news when we'll discuss the match tomorrow.